Hello everybody. We're back for some more Europa Universalis 5, and we're continuing our save game with Ulm, the mighty... It's not even a county since we're a republic. The mighty town of Ulm. Maybe we'll be a city one day, I don't know. But, I decided to carry on with the save and continue our little roleplay as the clueless leader of this free city-state, but also force myself to learn the mechanics a little better. So our leader, well, us, Burgermeister Waldemar von Keller, who is now 47, has finally decided to learn about how the economy works, how market works, and how to build buildings and do stuff like that. Basically, we want to stop automating all of this. And we want to make sure that we're not automating any of the goods, any of the foods. Because let me tell you, saying I've prepared myself for today's session would be bold. I watched one 15-minute video, and saying I watched it is also pretty bold. I just put it on in the background while I was doing the dishes. But I learned a couple of important things. Firstly, RGO. What RGO means? RGO means whatever this province, so this province, Heidenheim, produces lumber. So the more investment we put into our RGOs in this province gives us more lumber. And here it would give us more fiber crops and so on. So along with that, I'm going to try and unravel everything about the economy. I've also gotten to grips a little bit with how the diplomacy and everything works. So I think it's time we messed around with things. Now, one thing I did also see keep coming up in the video over and over again was the issue of proximity and control. So here, our control is only 70%, which means that we only get 70% of the money that Heidenheim makes. And in our home province, it's always 100. So, playing a one-province minor and slowly expanding has the benefit where, you know, we get to experiment with this a little bit and grow our control gradually and bit by bit. And that'll be the aim of today's episode. Now, we've mostly shaken off the horrors of the Black Death. And now... Yeah, see, so... there are levels to this, alright? There are levels to this. And the more we upgrade this, the more fiber crops we produce. And all of this feeds the marketplace that we are a part of, which is in Nuremberg. And I'm not sure how we get our own marketplace. I really have no idea. Automate trade in this market. I am not going to automate trade in this market. I'm a big boy now. Ulmer trade capacity. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this shows, like, there's so much to do with the market. I knew that they'd expanded upon the economy a lot in this game, but I wasn't expecting it to be at the levels that was mentioned in the 15-minute video that I watched today. By the way, the video was by someone called Leif. When I just typed in, you know, markets in EU5, his video was the first one to pop up, and apparently he was in the video that Paradox released where they announced the game, so I guess I did feel familiar towards his face, and I guess that's where that was from. But anyway. So, alright. Now we're going to solve all of this. Alright? Books are important. I saw that come up a lot as well. And I'm not sure how we actually buy these books. So we'll figure that out. Our patricians are very unhappy. I mean, they'll get there. It'll be fine. So, the Republic, normally it would be the Crown if we weren't a Republic, but the Republic is above 28%, which we need to keep this above 25, basically, and we need to ensure that we strike a little bit of balance here. So currently we've got our burgers are very, very powerful, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet. But as a merchant republic, I think we need the burgers on our side, and we are called the Burgermeister. So, you know, we are the king of burgers. And that makes me want to just make sure my other burger bros are happy and they feel, well, they feel happy to be a part of our nation. So one thing that kept coming up. Okay, let's see this. Right, why can't I? So I'm gonna need a lot of money, and I will start producing that money. And there's a whole thing about fiber crops, like. Okay, buddy. So this is the market price. Sources for fiber crops. Okay. Goods demands. Fiber crops demands. Special demands. Building maintenance. Guild input. Workshop input. Mills input. Manufacturing input. So basically, the naval industry likes it. Ah, shit. Hang on. Oh yeah, this was the... Okay, the cloth workshop, they don't. The following building types have production method which uses fiber crops as an input. Does this X mean we don't have one? They have a production method which uses fiber crops. Oh yeah, and we're supposed to select our production methods depending on the industry we build. So fiber crops in the Nuremberg market. Does this mean that... there's a lot of demand, or is there not a lot of demand? Let's check. Let's see. RGO level 2 out of 5. Output level 1. Profit. Alright. So I got plenty of peasants. Requirements for construction lumber. So lumber and masonry is really important for acquiring cheap buildings. So we actually kind of want to make our lumber industry stronger as well. But it seems like the fiber crops actually bring us a decent amount of money as well. So that's something. Our pop needs in the Nuremberg market. Books. Books buildings. Highest profit per building. So I can just import books, I guess. Market automation. I'm not going to automate my market at all. We're going to be doing all of this ourselves. Alright, we're gonna reset everything and we're gonna learn. We're gonna put ourselves... If this is confusing or boring to watch, I apologize, but I didn't want to do a thing where I came in prepared and I acted as though as if I knew what I was doing, because I think there are a lot of videos out there that are very good at teaching you, and if you want the lowdown, they're available. But I think without getting into the nitty-gritty and getting your hands dirty, you're never going to learn. And so I hope that by me trying to learn, those of you who have Europe Universalis paralysis, where you're excited about the game, but you can't stop watching videos about it to procrastinate and avoid starting a game and trying to learn everything on your own. I feel you, because that's how I've been feeling for the last day. But no, we're going to try stuff, we're going to get our hands dirty, and hopefully you guys can understand with me. I'm going to be thinking aloud, and hopefully we'll learn together. Alright, so scriptorium. Where's my goddamn... Oh boy. Where's my... Okay, there's my city. I was wondering where we happen to be. No, that's Stuttgart. This is us. Alright, here we are. So, also balancing our budget is going to be something that we're also going to be touching on today. Navy maintenance. I like that even though we don't have a navy, there's something there for it. So the books, what are you saying? What are you saying? Pops are missing goods, so we don't have enough books. We need 0.1 books. Because our market doesn't have enough books. Is that what you're trying to tell me? And if I wanted to build my own book industry, I could build it. I would need masonry, though. The 1.13 books from the scriptorium maintenance sells for 633 in Ulm. See, the thing is, I understand that books are always going to be needed, so it makes sense to build this now. And here we are. This is the first building that I have actually built. And I'm kind of proud of it. Another thing that I would like to touch on... Oh, but in the meantime, we still want to import stuff, don't we? Select the market to import books from. We cannot assign more trade capacity. Sure. And this is our supply. The supply is a lot more in Dubrovnik. Why would I want to go for Edinburgh? Hang on, sort by price. Sort by profit of operation. Oh, because it's more profitable? Alright, fine. And this is going to be giving me... We will transport an amount of 0.08 books. Okay, where's my trade capacity? Oh, I see. This is it right here. So I'm basically using all of my trade capacity here. And what are we importing here? Nothing. Right? Nothing. Yeah, 0.0 books. So we're still going to be a little short. About 200ths short. 200ths. So we'll see how that pans out. Our unhappy estate will be happy with time. Unused trade capacity. See, what do you mean? I have used my trade capacity. Suggested food imports. We have to import food as well, I guess. I'm not sure about the food thing yet. We will check. We will be checking out food pretty soon. Another thing. One of our industries, I think it was a glass industry, they were in a lot of pain. So I want to see why, if they're still in a lot of pain. And I need to be able to find the building. There we are. Alright, where was it? Alright, the Glass Guild. Here we are, here we are. So the Glass Guild, if we go in, we're using a very complicated process here. I can choose either this process, which requires tools, sand, and lumber. Or I can go for less lumber, same amount of sand. Illum and Lit Glass Guilds, and then Illum themselves. Why is this cheaper than this? That's what I'm... Oh, because this makes a lot less. If I were to not use these two, we would have a little less. So this is barely breaking even, is what you're trying to tell me. And why are you barely breaking even? Because of market access? Okay, how do I increase my market access? Transportation distance to market. So if basically, I'm going to need to focus on building a road next. Alright. Another thing that we should be doing, that I've realized, something I picked up in the last episode, but something that I need to focus on a lot more. And that is our own society. Let's see. Where were our sliders? Is it here? Values. Here we are. So, moving towards centralization was a good call, but we've hit the max. I kind of want us to move more towards land here. When land is dominant, it gives us more maximum RGO size, proximity cost through land. So this, because we're landlocked, we should be focusing on this entirely. And you should not be developing Ulm. Even though development is good, I want you to change our societal values towards more land-based values. Alright, welcome. Okay. Also, we got a patch today. Apparently it fixes a lot of stability issues, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that helps. We have unused trade capacity. You're telling me I have an unused trade capacity, but I used it. Maybe after I unpause, it'll get better. And finally, before... Create a market? Ooh, I see, I see. So I can create my own market. But don't I already have my own market? Market attraction. My market attraction isn't that great. Oh no, this is the Nuremberg market. I see, so eventually one day maybe I can make my own market. That's fine. Alright, so here. What do we do? Disable... Oh, I've got everything automated, that's why. I see. Should I keep everything automated? I'm not sure if I should. Patricians are obviously very angry, so keeping them at lower tax until they reach 50 the required threshold. Satisfaction equilibrium at 49%. We've still got some ways to go. I should be able to increase my tax on my burgers, though. They're very happy, are they not? My burgers should be extremely happy. Okay, hang on. Satisfaction equilibrium is at 96, so it will always default towards 96 is what you're trying to tell me. And they're very expensive as well, so if I were to increase my tax here... This is the maximum I can tax them. Why? Is it because they're too powerful? It's the largest percentage of tax that can be taken from an estate. Yes, because they're very powerful, so I could technically move this even further. Control over monetary policy. Whoa! That's an estate privilege. Alright, I see, I see. Because they've got privileges. I see. And our commoners tax? I mean, we're taxing them to the max here. And they're happy about it. They don't mind it. Yeah, and we can't tax the clergy, I imagine, because we're probably Catholic. Is that why? Yeah, because we're Catholic. So that's another reason why hopefully we go Protestant in the future. Or dare I say, even atheist. What's the maximum tax here? Ooh, I see. Like, I can go hog wild here. And then that would balance our books a lot. But they would be very unhappy. So I need to find a... balance, basically. Yeah, and that would be the balance. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to mess with these for now, but I get it. I get this. I will be automating the balance for now, but I see everything. And the cost of the court probably has a lot to do with how much prestige we get. Sorry, I just had to get myself hydrated a little bit. Alright, okay. So actually, bringing down diplomatic spending might be good. And I'm barely spending on stability. We basically need to be very profitable. Okay. Okay. Hopefully when I build my book industry, things will be a lot better. Let's unpause and go back to regular speed. Okay. Have it tick over a couple of days. Okay, we're still... Everyone's still unhappy. Why? You're talking about unused trade capacity. Why are you talking about unused trade capacity? Suggested imports for profit. Change trade capacity by 1. These are dies, I imagine. Nuremberg to Prague. Why do I care about this, though? Suggested trades for population needs. Not enough book surplus in the Edinburgh market. Oh, because we are importing from Edinburgh, but that still affects the Nuremberg market, apparently. The thing I'm confused with is why, it looks like my manual trade capacity is we're at our limit. Why does it say I'm not at my limit? Is it because I'm not trading with Nuremberg? Is that what you're trying to tell me? So if I were to do this, or if I were to do this, if we were to import from Prague to Nuremberg, somehow this would be better? Is that what's happening? What happens if I unpause this right now? See, this is why I didn't watch the video with the attention I should. Current trades, we're not trading at all. Current trades for government needs. This is very... Okay, hang on. What's going on? Stop, stop. There's a lag when I try to pause the game. Alright, what are we doing here? Rice. We need rice. Suggested traits for population needs. Am I using my trade capacity? We have 1.41 trade capacity available. Am I trading right now? What does any of this mean? All of our government needs are satisfied in this market. Okay, trade capacity due to marketplace and all merchants, guilds, free cities, court languages of the capital markets. Our trade advantage is 1.27, makes us the 9th largest of the 52 countries trading on the Nuremberg market. I mean, we're making a small surplus. I guess that's good. I guess we want more books. This is going to take almost a year to build, but I'm excited to see what my book building will be doing for us. This is the thing I don't get. Alright, we're going to read this real quickly. Trade capacity users to move goods between markets. We should always use all of our trade capacity. Yes, but what does it mean? Click on the alert to see the affected market in the markets panel. From there you can allocate trade capacity. Yes, but what does it mean? You can also click on the market editor to go to the markets panel where you see a list of goods relevant to that market. It is recommended that you automate trade in all your markets by pressing the cog button. You can always manually create and lock trades even while the trade is automated. What on earth is going on? Something disappeared. Okay. It tells me I should automate things. Why? I'm just clicking on all the buttons I can click on. I don't want to automate it because I want to see. The profit from trade is divided among the estates, including the crown, according to their estate power. Yeah, so the burghers are getting most of the money. That's the thing. It is recommended that you automate trade. Yeah, I know. But what is the unused... This is very frustrating. I need books and rice. Like, this is... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to automate things and see... Maybe because of automation? I don't understand. Is it this that I want to increase? Oh, maybe it's these things I want to increase. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. I think I've solved it. I think I understand. Wait. So what's this? Saffron. Saffron would bring me a lot of profit, but so would gold. Like, if I were to increase this, is that what we've done right now? No. Earth is happening. What happens if I increase this? My trade capacity. What is happening? Trade capacity is used. Alright, this has disappeared at least. But if I do this, it comes back. Our merchants have begun trading gold from Prague to Nuremberg. Have we used... Oh, we still have 0.36 that we can exploit. I think I understand, but not quite. And then we want to increase this. And this. Our merchants have begun trading rice. I see. So it's this we want to increase. And this is just the amount. And have we filled it up? Yes, we have. So that's how that works. You know what? We suffered and we sorted it out. It was painful, but it was also kind of satisfying. What about food imports? I can't really I can't use my 2/100ths of my capacity just yet. Alright, you know what? That's fine. Just, let's just continue our buildings. Alright, so I want to increase my control. And the best way to do that is probably by building roads. I kind of want to automate the market, actually. You know what? We're going to automate the market, but I get it. I imagine if we were managing a much larger country, this would be a little more flexible. Right now, there's not much we can do. I will come back to it, but at least I figured out how to do it. So that's fine. Let's get our estates back up to an acceptable level, please. Why are my commoners unhappy? Oh no, they're just defaulting to the to whatever the minimum is. Do I want this much diplomacy? I think I can probably save on my diplomacy, can I not? Right here. Oh, we've gone full on. So the AI is managing this for us. So we're dealing with rice and gold right now, and that's profiting us a little bit. But if I were to disable this... Yeah. So I don't need extra diplomacy. But if I were to increase this, what would it... Loyalty of subjects, diplomatic capacity, maximum diplomats, etc. So by bringing this down to 0, I'm earning a base amount anyway. And I'm just trying to figure out what benefits does this give us? Like, what are we doing here? We have found common ground with our Ottinganese neighbors and the fact that we share a Catholic faith. Our relations have improved. For the Catholic faith. If I were to increase this, like this, what happens? Nothing's happening. Republican tradition. Oh, is this because... Does this just affect my tradition? Yes, I see. And this is like our... Oh, I see. This stops us from our people from leaving... So it stops them from becoming rebels. It gives us score and it gives us legislative efficiency, which means we can implement our laws quicker. I see. So, yeah, the aim, which is what the computer was doing for us automatically, was balancing this at 0 so that we remain at 100. I see. I see. So we're only spending 0. Okay. This makes a lot of sense. I am understanding. Okay, you know what? Still, you can balance that out. We still need books. We still need books, but that's gonna be handled when we build our scriptorium in 10 days, 9 days. I'm excited to see what our book industry is gonna give us. So do I want more migration? I think I'm okay with the migration. Let's increase province control. Province control or develop? Or stabilize? Wait, hang on. That's actually a good point. Oh, so whatever. Let's say if I don't want to spend that much money on my Republican tradition, I can dedicate my council member to stabilize or to bring out my monthly Republican tradition. I see. I see. And then integration, we already know. Converting our province, we don't need any conversions, but rebel crackdown, recovery, I see, I see. Okay, so this just gives us more fine-tuning. Our local monthly development. Where do we learn about our development, though? Average literacy, migration's crazy. Monthly rebel growth, why? Why? Oh, because the base minimum is 0.10. I see. Alright. Okay, you know what? Just keep going. It's fine. Encouraging migration. I think we're okay with migration, though, as I said. So why not... I want to develop... Yeah, because we kind of want to develop Heidenheim. And let's see what impact our books have given us. Where are our buildings? Right, where's my books? Scriptorium, here it is. We're making some profit here. Let's take a look at our little book here. Available clerics. Oh, we need to draw from our cleric class. So by building this building, have we made our clerics a little more happier? Have we given them more power? It's not what I want. I think that's what's happened. Not culture. Let's see. No, military. Estates, here we are. Okay, so I can automate this as well if I really need to. But I'm not. Yeah, our clergy was really low, but now it's up to 14%. Maybe it was at 14. But our burghers have gone down to 36. They were at 14. So by giving the clergy a building, what we've done is we've balanced out the burghers' power a little bit, and that means that we can tax our burghers a little bit if we so desire, which I think we are. I see that the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning. What about this? Food stockpile. I think we've got a good stockpile. We're only spending 0.06. So we're spending 6 cents is what I'm saying. 6/100ths of a ducat. Okay, okay. It's like I'm like Neo in the Matrix. I'm seeing things. The Cardinals and the Curia have come to a conclusion and have now declared Immensia Eterni Dei. Catholicism gained institution growth. You know what? I'm happy. I can export shit if I really want to. And these are my trades. We've signed one. Okay. Well, it can be used because of our locked trades. Okay. And I picked these. Sort by profit. But we're not profiting right now. So maybe I get rid of this. I don't want to lock you in anymore. By not locking you in, will this change? Something's happened. All right, I'm gonna play around with the marketplace a lot later. For now, though, we're okay. Rice. Why do we care about rice? Apart from it being food. And why are we suddenly making money while we weren't making money? Because by not locking in my values, I'm not going to lock in any of these values and see what happens. And suddenly we're making a lot more money. It's interesting. Some of our pops are missing goods, but none of them are joining active rebels. Why do we really want rice? What requires rice? We must have a building in here that requires rice. What would require rice? Oh, we got Papermakers Guild. Potters Guild, brewery. Brewery, maybe? Is it the brewery? Is that what we're... No, it's not rice. Can't you even have rice beer? Maybe you can. Tailor's Guild. Tailors are making big bucks. Distillers Guild? Saltpeter, carpenters, jewelers, dye maker. Oh, that's why we wanted to import dye. Because we've got dye makers guilds. I see. I can see all the production methods from here. Yeah, so it is... Am I correct in saying this? Sugar, no. Rice, yes, yes. So we need rice to make liquor. I see. That's why we need rice. Okay. You know what would be even more educational? Starting from scratch, like trying to govern a province with nothing. Maybe I'll look into that sometime. We do have a mason. And Heidenheim also has a mason. What would I have to do to level up? I need money, just like everything. Okay. We'll figure that out. Unhappy estates, they're moving up. Alright, they'll get to 50%. We only need, what, about 3.5% more? It's what, 15 months? So next year, hopefully. That's fine. Our stability's going up. Now, eventually what I'm going to try to learn is how to take provinces over. We have now researched professional armies, which gives us less army maintenance. That seems like a good choice from our part. Alright, so maximum Margio size in rural. Is Heidenheim rural? Yes. So I can get more lumber if I choose this. We must... Yes. That is exactly what we're going to... And we're going to produce a hell of a lot of lumber. So when I have money... Wait, what's this? Pop needs. Pop is a list of goods they need. Shortages in Ulm. We currently do not need any more lumber. I'm assuming we sell the surplus. Ah... If I go to fiber crops, no shortages, fiber crops farms, and shown fibers. So why do a pop has a list of goods they need for their life, which depends on social class, etc., etc. The amount of goods demanded, etc., etc. All right. Nobles demand some lumber. Lower Saxon nobles in Heidenheim. Swabian soldiers. I see. Alright. And the market price is pretty good. And it's not expensive to transport. Open RGO builder. So this is where I would normally allocate more workers to it. Alright, alright. I'm getting there. What about our diplomacy? Oh. Wait, what about my... Oh, I can see the buildings from here. Level 2 brewery. Fruit cideries. Tools guild. Interesting. And available clerics. Ah, this is what we were talking about. So the temple and the scriptorium are what balances. Okay, so these buildings are what gives our estates power. And our soldiers. So we have a castle, but we don't have the constabulary. However you pronounce that. It's one of those words I fumble all the time. Go to buildings panel. It would increase building production, but there's no other buildings they could build. What about if I were to go here? Monastery, hospital, cathedral. I see. What would monastery give us? Give us max literacy. Okay, okay. Hospital seems like a good idea. But I also wouldn't want to make my clergy too powerful. But I kind of do want to because my burghers. My burghers are powerful because we've got so much going on for burghers. What about our nobles? Build Republican Assembly. Let me see. Available laborers. Sandpit. Building a sandpit would be good because we have our glassworks. I imagine that would be very beneficial, which is why it's worth the most money. Everything's clicking now. Everything's making sense. Automation of your production methods. That I'm okay with. We can automate our production methods. I don't need to micromanage everything like that. What about goods? Fiber crops. What are you saying? Click maximum profit level. So if I were to click... Oh, it's just 2. Okay. And if I were to do this, again, if we want to... Oh, we don't have any fiber crops farms, but if we wanted to, we could build one. If we had 40. And it would give us a little bit of profit. Okay, okay. I see, I see. Things are clicking. I get it, I get it. Wish we had a way to gain more prestige. Has broken off the alliance with ULM? Wow, okay. Rude. Which one was Augustus whatever? Is it this one? Yeah, these guys. So technically, I could... If I were to just declare war on you. What would happen? You're slightly weaker. Because they've got a lot of... Yeah, they've got a lot of allies. And also no one would join us. Bad stability. So yeah, this war wouldn't be good. Our best chance for now is to try and charm people into joining us. Okay, so these are all... This location is a rural settlement. So I'm wondering if I could... Our policy allowing the common people freedom is paying off. It seems they are more content than usual. Our burghers and commoners gain satisfaction. That's really nice. It's very, very good. What's this? We have truces that are expiring soon. So I could declare war on them if I so cared. I think that's how we got Heidenheim. I'm not sure. They've already got a really good opinion with us. The Cardinals of the Curia. Okay, so Ilias qui se pro divini gives us less antagonism. I guess that's antagonism in terms of religious antagonism. maybe. Also, how's this going? I think we've slowed down. Hopefully the Black Plague ends pretty soon. So here's what we're gonna do. I can't ask them to become our vassal because we have a different government type. Recent subjugation. What does that mean? Member of the Holy Roman Empire. I see, I see. But hey, we get 50. So if I get stronger, maybe. If I could bring this number down. Here's the thing, if we were to offer an alliance. I mean, now that we're allies. We're allies, right? So what happens now? Do we... Yeah, see? We've already got... Okay, there we go, there we go. We brought this down to 30, so by being allies... We're even closer. So if I... Basically, I need to charm people, and it'll be like a snowball effect, right? The more we grow, the more provinces we control, the easier it will be to convince others to join us. So we don't have to fight people. It's coming back to me. This was what we would do in Europe, in the earlier Europe Universalis. Economy actions. You know what? We could always give them money. That's also how we did it. I remember now. This will improve my relations up. Yeah, but not... I don't want relations. I want a permanent thing. Okay, it's fine. They've broken off our alliance. Again, why? Why won't you be my friends? Is there a reason why you won't be my friend? Also, am I right in thinking that the recent law that we passed makes it harder for members of the Holy Roman Empire to declare war on each other? I think that's another thing. What about Helfenstein? Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go up to Helfenstein. And we're going to be like... Hey, man, what's up? Would you like to be an ally? What? Helfenstein desires... Yeah, but we've got more... Are we already allies? Like... They would accept, but we can't actually offer it. Who are my allies, anyway? Where's our... No, I don't care about my dynasty. Take me to my country panel. No, it's none of these. Why is it so hard to see my diplomatic... Okay, what about this? Why is this so difficult? Again. I swear I could see this previously. Yeah, the UI needs a lot of work. Not gonna lie, it needs work. Okay, hang on. It's fine. Cabinet's fine. Laws. Yeah, we can worry about laws later. I just want to see all my friends. Who are my allies? And maybe under diplomacy? Where's diplomacy? Here it is. Relations. Okay, here it is. Okay, it makes sense that it would be there. So, our rivals are... Yeah, we don't care that I'm rivals with them. A royal marriage. My allies are... Okay. Bibrak. Colmar. Isn't Colmar really far away? Yeah, I don't know why I accepted Colmar as an ally. Our biggest ally, though, is definitely Württemberg. Fight settlers. What would that do for us? Do I even want that? So is there a reason why I can't add Helfenstein to my buddies? Maybe it's because I'm full. No, my diplomatic capacity, we still have space. Is it because... Okay, we get to play the guessing game here. Is it because you're a different type? What are you? Helfenstein is a fiefdom, that's why. They're already subjects of someone else. Okay, okay. And Erbach? County of Kirchberg. They won't be our ally. They don't like us at all. I could bring this up to 50. Now research clearing of terrain. Thank you. Pause for a second. Recruitment speed. Improve relations. Mills. I guess we want RGOs, maximum RGOs, because we will eventually want to spend on them. Alright, alright. Hang on. Let's do some math here. Is it because... Oh, you... No, that's Austria. This is us. I could improve my opinion, and what that would do for us is... Kirchberg would need to pay to maintain the relation. Why? What does this mean? This is the worst part, but... So if I could... This could go up to 50, so I can get 22 more, and then I'd still have 5 left. It's this one that's really messing us. They would need to pay to maintain the relation. Why? What would they need to pay? Is that because they're diplomatic? Oh, you know what it is? I think it's because their diplomatic... It's because their diplomatic capacity is full. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Because they've already got a lot of alliances. That's what it is. Can I see their diplomatic... Where would that be? Kirchberg owns 2 locations. Interesting. Oh, because they own this as well. So yeah, they would be hard for us to absorb. But we're learning a lot. I'm getting this. Of course you want to marry somebody if you want to absorb them. That also makes a lot of sense. So you could sort of undermine their alliances and get an alliance with them. What's this? Opinion being improved. Okay, I see, I see. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, what does that give us then? Where are we again? What about you? You're a part of... Yeah, we can't... You're part of the big country. You're Württembergese. What about you? Are you owned by anybody, sir? Sir, what's your situation? No, that's Ulm. Why am I... I'm talking about you. I just saw the... God damn it. Why can I not... I guess I need to open their country panel. Okay, here we are. And they've got a whole bunch of alliances as well. I see, I see. You're very allied with a lot of people. What's this? Annul treaties? You've been forced to annul a bunch of your treaties. So the reason why I couldn't offer an alliance to you is for the same reasons. They would need to pay to maintain the relationship. So I need to make sure that these guys, if any of my neighbors break off any of their relations, I need to be able to pounce. Why are you breaking off with me though? What have I done for you? Done to you, rather. Why are you guys so unhappy with me? So what's up there? Is it because you're a bisphoric? I guess they've got too many alliances as well. Probably that's a reason. Yeah. Yeah, they don't want to pay to maintain the relationship. That's why. That's why. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's get this going on. Conduct a census. Expand officer lists. Market expansion acts. No castle works. Care about that. I don't care about cathedrals. Supporting the state seems like a good idea. Eventually. But it has 0% support. Market expansion, market regulations. We would have a lot of trade advantage, and our trade efficiency would go up. What about market expansion? What does market expansion do? Rush of merchants increases our trade capacity. I guess trade capacity is more important in the immediate term. Expected cost of court. This'll pass. It's fine. The burgers want this to pass. These poor peasants are running around. Hang on. Okay, what is this? My OBS is out of screen. Okay, here we go. Now, I do want to make these episodes a lot shorter so it's easier to consume, although an hour seems to be a little too short for games like this, especially when you're going through things one by one. What's this? Resolutions to vote on. This is for the Holy Roman Empire. What are we voting on? What's the vote for? Holy Roman figurehead. There's what are we talking about here? What are we voting on? Where can I see? See, this is a problem with the UI. What am I doing? Imperial Peasant Republic. That seems like it would be fun. Start law debate is being debated. Holy Roman figurehead. Is it here? Not the Golden Bull. Holy Roman figurehead. Administrative laws? Socioeconomic laws? Centralization laws? Okay, here we are. Power of the Holy Roman Emperor. See, why isn't this opening immediately? What's this about? Vote for Holy Roman figurehead. When implemented, Holy Roman, all members will gain 75 opinion of Bohemia. Unlock the force emperor to abdicate parliament issue. Okay. Sure. If I vote for Kaisertum, vote for revoke privilegia. Monthly imperial authority, but that's when removed. I don't know what any of this means. Each law has one or more policies to choose from. Alright, so what you're saying is... only Germanic free cities, agnatic succession, etc., etc. So these are all different things, but they're not necessarily... Bohemia gets the event Renovate Imperial, changes historical tag to Holy Rome, gets Rome reborn. Monthly prestige, can overrule the Imperial Diet. So this would give them max control. Vote for revoke privilegia. Enable Imperial as leader, monthly prestige, diplomatic reputation, institution growth. So these are in order of... I'm gonna say bad stuff, but not really. Monthly Imperial Authority has no effect if we are not the leader. I see. Allows the Emperor to use overrule Imperial Diet resolution to enforce the outcome of debate. We don't want that. We don't want anything where the Emperor gets... Yeah, we don't want anything where the Emperor gets more power. Yeah, fuck that. Alright. I think we've solved that issue. Our education continues. What's going on here? Who are you fighting? Why are you fighting? Hang on. Were you at war with? First Bavarian Freising War. Take Münster Schutterba. So, Duchy of Lower Bavaria. Lower Bavaria wants to take Friedenberg. Friedberg, sorry. Friedberg. Is that, am I seeing, is that what I'm seeing here? Can I go to the... Why is it so hard for me to see what wars they're in? What's this war again? Take Münchner Schotterbarn. Schotterberne. Take Münchner. So they want to take Munich. And this is going to wreck them. I need to see where Münchner is. I assume that's Munich. Is that Munich? That's München. Where's Münchner? Whatever. Is it? No? I'm very confused. Your rivals are Austria and Salzburg. It takes balls to be a rival of Austria. I'll say that much. Shutter Ben. Alright, what are we... Just need more information. Münchner. You know what? We'll search for it. No, that's not it. It's not a map mode. There's gotta be a way for me to search this. See, these are the things where you spend a lot of time to learn, and once you learn them, I'm sure things will click, but why is this so difficult? Like, if I do Munich, it doesn't come up. Yeah, if I go for München, do I need to do the U? Come on, that can't be true. Do I need to type it in as München? I'm not finding it from here. All right. Our Chancellor reports coming of age. Zachary von Keller has... Okay, she's our ruler's daughter and courts here in the Free City. We're throwing her a party and then she can get to work. Yes. Her getting to work means she's marrying someone. Free City of Nuremberg. You know what? I would like to be good friends with Nuremberg. Arrange a royal marriage. Oh. Oh, this is how we do it. Okay, wait. In that case, I still want her to marry him. Alright, congratulations. Again, what is this war about? Oh, is this a region you're going after? Maybe it's an entire region? Alright, what's this? Life in Ulm. This year has proven for the... Okay, what are you talking about? We lose money or we lose support. I don't care. Lose a bit of money. What are you guys trying to do? I still haven't figured out what the Münchener whatever the hell. How is this? Am I gonna have to... You know what? I'm just curious. Curious if this will help. Is this... That's not it at all. Nope, that's not... Okay, so this is not how we search for provinces. Those are just for countries. Alright. I need to find out how we search for provinces. Oh, find. Here it is. Oh, okay. Okay, Münchner Slottenbene. It is München. Oh, this is a whole thing. I see. So Freising is also a part of this. So Bavaria is going to be Bavaria proper, is what I'm understanding. Does this mean that there's a map mode here that shows me the areas in terms of duchies? Control, proximity, markets, population, cultures. Open government map modes. And then we can favorite types. I see. Not demography. Regions. Southern Germany, but if we go in... Do we... These are just regions. Alright, if that's the case... What if we search for... Duchies? Kingdoms? We just looked at regions though, didn't we? Province. Is that what we need to search for? Province. Provinces. There we are. So what are we a part of? What is this? Swabian Jura. So I can technically unite Swabia. And this guy's trying to... Okay, I see. Suddenly it all makes sense. I see. So if I were to go back to this war... The defenders... Freising. Where's Freising? Yes. Why not fight Upper Bavaria? Duchy of Upper Bavaria, Duchy of Lower Bavaria, and these are two different countries. But this is independent from what I understand. Let's see. So let's see how this war shapes out. Fascinating. Meanwhile, what's our marketplace stuff looking like? What's our markets looking like? Not here. Here. What are our trades? Suggested for profit. No suggested profits. So my man's just buying gold and silver because that's profitable. Okay. I see. The Cardinals... Wait, what? We lose money or we lose support? We'll lose support. So right now it's passing. Some sort of propaganda text is circulating about as a ruthless warmonger. This might impact our relations. We gain 2 point... Is this antagonism and how other countries are likely to view us? Oh. This is, I see what antagonism... What was the name of this in the previous game? I forgot, but yeah, it's how other... We lose stability or people view us less favorably. Fine. Let them see us as a threat. What was it called in the previous game? Hang on, I have to find this. E4 more. I need to remember the name for it. E4 name of... Infamy? But it was something else. It wasn't just infamy. It was something else. But yeah, we just called it bad. Aggressive expansion. That's the one. Infamy in 3. Bad boy in 2. Yeah, it was Yeah, in Europe Universalis 2, it was called Bad Boy Points. At least that was the name in the files. Aggressive Expansion is the one I was talking about, though, for Europe Universalis 5. Okay, antagonism now. Okay, that's what antagonism is. We've learned so much today. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of me for learning everything. I'm proud of you for sitting through this and watching me mumble. Yeah, that's right, all 10 of you. To be fair, I did also think only 10 people would watch the first video, but it seems like a lot more. Oh, wait, hang on. Alright, I'll lose more money to make sure the debate passes. So maybe more people will watch this, but I'm still going to talk to the 10 of you who've watched so far. I hope you've learned as much as I have. I'll keep this going for a few more minutes, and then what I'll do is I'll end the episode, and then I'll rewatch the video on markets, and then come back, and then try and explain what I failed to understand. We've passed it. Okay, we've gained rush of merchants. That's good. People are unhappy, though. Who's unhappy and why? Why are you... The patricians are always unhappy. But they're about to be happy, so I don't care about you. We're still missing... For some reason, we're still missing rice. Brother, we need rice. I thought this automatic trading was supposed to get me my rice. Why won't you get me my rice? I'd like to market to import rice from. Yes, we are. We're not exactly, but... It'll figure out. Yeah, so I'll see exactly how this works, and then we'll go from there. And I'm not sure what else we try. I guess we try and make more money in the next episode and try to actually build more buildings. Speaking of buildings, what's profitable and what's not? Let's take a look at our trading. Yep, here we are. So this is where you would normally... So I'm going to unlock this so that the computer can make adjustments. Rice. So now we're buying more rice, I hope. Yeah, it seems like we're finally buying more rice. See, I just need to figure out the details of this. I think once I figure this out, we're all happy. Why are we... What's this about pearls? Why are we dealing in pearls? We're losing money. I don't want you dealing in pearls. What the hell, man? Then we'll see if we can force ourselves into absorbing more people. It seems that the last remnants of the plague have finally disappeared. Are those of us that have survived the curse of... Are the survivors basically cursed or blessed? Throughout the Black Death situation, the Reaper claimed the souls of 10,000 of our pups. That's nothing. What's happening with England and France? They seem to be doing okay. It's fine. Guess we can speed up a little bit now. Still missing rice. Listen, I've automated trade. Find your own rice. Not much I can do about that. I wish I had the RGOs for it, but... Oh yeah, this is our profitability. So our books, we're making good money from books. That's good to know. Not sure why Distillers Guild isn't up there. Oh, if we build a Distillers Guild, it will be very profitable. Interesting. 27, so that's what we're building the first chance we get. Although building a road would be nice. How much are we talking road-wise? 47? That's a lot. Stability is increasing, though. That's good. Right. All right, everyone's finally satisfied. This has given them Holy Roman figurehead. Unlock the Force Emperor to abdicate Parliament issue. Alright, so we can basically boss the Emperor around a little bit, I think. De Gratia Rex, Estate Satisfactory Equilibrium. Can go up a bit further. Alright. This is both the blessing and the curse of playing a 1-province minor. Or in our case, a 2-province minor. There's a lot of waiting. I imagine with the larger nations we would be making a lot more decisions and we'd have more money to play around with. But I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Improving our RGOs would be nice. Probably. There's nothing we can do with regards to colonization. We are landlocked. Oh yeah, what's our what's this looking like? Are we moving in the correct direction? We are. It cannot push further than 16.3. Why? To further push land, add the military regime government reform. I don't want a military regime. Army size, cabinet influencing. Alright, I guess, I mean, I am cabinet influencing it right now. To do more, I would have to... Why implement military? There's gotta be. It can't be the case. I guess growing my army eventually will. Wait, confirm encourage societal value towards land and cabinet? What? Wait, how did I do that? Hang on. Oh, we're already doing it though. Yeah, so we were already doing that. It's not gonna help us. Okay. Burgers power, possible burgers in towns and cities. Cannot push further than 4.92. Spiritualist? Wouldn't we rather be humanists? Innovative. I guess we want to go innovative. Not push further than 32.50. Grant treasury rights, grant guild investments, etc. And centralization is also at the max. Grant building roads rights. Oh, I would actually have to give them stuff. Oh, I see. Grant monetary fiefs. So I can give the burghers more power or like... Oh, I see. I see. So if I wanted to do land... Let me see those again. Enact the military rulership. See, neither of these are things we want. Army maintenance. So I need to pay my army maintenance to be able to push further into land, is what I understand. Okay. I see. Okay. So if I had army tradition, I could push it even further. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Okay, well, what else? What do you say I need to be able to push more? Building roads rights, embellish great works of faith, monetary fiefs. Satisfaction equilibrium 50, 84, 102. Nobody cares about the commoners, so I could give the patricians something here. We could give the patricians something. Monetary fiefs, for example. Maximum tax for noble estate, but then our max tax would go down. But we would progress towards centralization. Noble patronage of the arts, on the other hand, would give us more salaries and more progress towards innovative. Interesting. Quality might be good. Primacy of nobility might be good. I think it may be worth it. And discipline is just good for our armies. Yeah, we could do something here. Art to salary might be good. This would rock the boat a little less. But then my question is, how much does innovative give again? More institution spirit, cultural influence, max literacy, but the stability investment cost goes up. I think we're pretty much done here. I don't think there's more I can do. I guess traditional economy, buildings cost more, raw materials, population capacity, and food production. And if we go for capital economy, buildings cost less, food production is less, but we get bank interest and production efficiency. So eventually, the more we urbanize, we want to go in this direction. Let's see. Maybe we're done with this. I think we're done with this. Maybe we just increase our province control. Stability, no, stabilize our country, sure. Alright, this will be better. We should stabilize our government, our country. Prestige, I'm still not sure how we can do more of that. What happened to this war? We gain fair laws. That's good. Your treaties have been annulled. Does this mean we can be friends? And you won't immediately disband our alliance? So the stronger we get, the more likely it is that I can convince them to join me. Pops will try to buy the goods they need for their daily life from the market of their location if Pops are not able to buy the goods. Maximum RGO size is good. Stop. Gunpowder. Military tactics go up. Recruitment speed. Improve relations. I guess we want food production. If they can't buy the goods they demand, wait. From the market of their location, if Pops are not able to buy all the goods they need, their Pop satisfaction will decrease. They can rebel. Expand production and the buildings. Import the goods from other markets, spending trade capacity. I'm trying, man. Oh, it's gone. Alright. The AI is sorting that out for us. Alright, we're 1.5 hours in. I want to keep this here. What did we learn today? Let's summarize everything we've learned. We've learned the basics of market deals and locking in trades and getting the AI to fill in, but slowly. Ideally, we want the AI to step back, just so that we learn. I imagine that when you've got a lot of things to balance and a larger trade balance to deal with, you probably do want to automate most of it anyway. But we at least understood how buildings work and how the raw material system works. We understand how to lock in our own trades, how balancing works, even though we're automating it just because there isn't much to do since we're a small country. We understood all that. We understood how some of the map markers works. That's good. We understood why this country kept disbanding our alliance with them. We learned all of these things. So I'm guessing as time goes by, we'll learn even more. And our goals for the future, try and absorb other countries. Not necessarily by war, but by diplomacy. It would be very nice. Opportunity will present itself eventually, just like the big war that we had here. Maybe something will happen. Maybe we can focus on getting ourselves a big-ass army, and then with that army we can coerce others to join us and be like, hey, look, if you join us, we'll protect you. We're kind of badass like that, and then we'll see how that works out. So yeah, thanks for watching my fight with European Universalist 5. I'm enjoying it very much, even though I'm criticizing the UI a lot. It isn't criticism that much as more of, you know, I wish some things were a little more obvious. But we're getting there, we're learning, it's fine. As time goes by, all of this will be more and more automatic. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.